for today and tomorrow, and 31st he is leaving for Belur Math. Of course, he is going to visit some places tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Almost in the evenings he is available. Those who want to meet him, you can meet him in the evenings.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharma swarupine Avatara varisthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Om, O Bhagavad Gita, with which Partha was enlightened by the Lord Narayana himself, and which was incorporated in the Mahabharata by the ancient sage Vyasa, the Blessed Mother, the destroyer of rebirth, showering down the nectar of Advaita and consisting of 18 chapters upon thee, O Bhagavad Gita, O loving Mother, I meditate. Dear friends, this is a meditation. We have heard from many speakers about Bhagavad Gita, the teachings that it contains, but there is no harm repeating. Avritti rasakrit upadeshat. So whatever upadesha that we receive, it should be repeated over and over again. Why we should repeat? Because we forget. That is in our nature. So it is better to revise it again and again. So this I thought what to speak. So I thought it is better to speak on Bhagavad Gita so that we revise whatever we have heard or learned. And this is not new. All the time we speak the same topic. If you remember, our topic is one. Whatever way we serve to you, but it is the same thing. First, why should we study this? As we know, we suffer. It is, and we experience this. It's not that something which one should learn from someone. We experience. And The purpose of this study is to remove that suffering. Yam labdhva chaparam labham manyate nadhikam tataha. Yasmin sthito na dukkhena gurunapi vichalyate. Gita said. So achieving this, yam labdhva cha aparam labham, there is nothing more to attain. And yam labdhva chaparam labham manyate nadhikam tata yasmin sthite. And when one attains this, then there is nothing more to achieve. It cannot be surpassed. You know, like we know modernism. Now they say postmodernism. But there is nothing post-truth. Truth you cannot surpass. So, yasmin sthite na dukkhena gurunapi vichalyate. So, this is the purpose. We suffer and we need a remedy. What is that remedy? We have to find out why we suffer. The reason we suffer is either we are attached with something or we are averse with something. Raga dvesha vijiktestu vishayanindriyascharan atma veshir vidhyatma prasadam adhigacchati. So, indriyasyarthe ragadvesho vyavastito. It is ordained. Why ordained? We see in Upanishad that paranchi khani vyatrinat swayambhu, or indriyani. Khani means indriyani. Paranchi khani vyatrinat swayambhu. The Creator itself has made in such a way that our senses always go out and never it goes within. Paranchi, parak means outside, pratyak means inside, here. Paranchi khani vyatrinat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman. Therefore, always we tend to see outside and not within. But some people are there. Kaschit dhira pratyagatmanam ekshat abritya chakshu amritatvam icchan. So some very rare people are there who want to discover what is this. That is Bhagavan Gita. In Gita Bhagavan said, Nainam pashyati, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhati pavakaha. The fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, and all this you know already. So what is that? Though it is within this body, dehi nosmin yatha dehi. So what is dehi? So that we have to discover, and that we need to discover, so that we are not slave of our senses. Indriyasyarthe raga dvesha. Two things are vyavastito. You see, it is ordained. Either we are attached with something or we are averse with something. Either we love and infatuated. Loving is not that bad, but infatuation is. So, indriyasyarthe raga dvesho vyavastito tayor na vasham agachyat to hyasya paripantinam. Because this is the opposing thing. What is that opposing? Then it does not allow you to discover what it is. That is why we need to avoid that. Now, if we don't seek something, then how can we progress? And we know what happened to Arjuna, and he came to a battlefield. It is not to be, oh no, I should not hate anyone, I should not kill. And Bhagavan himself says that no, you are to fight. You are talking like cowards. So remove this unmanliness. Bhagavan scolded him. So we know that we are to work. We are to work in such a way that we are neither attached or infatuated with something, or nor we are averse with something. So how to work? Bhagavan said that also. What Bhagavan said? Karmani eva adhikara. It is oft quoted. Everybody knows by heart. Karmani eva adhikara. You have right to function, but you have no right on the fruits thereof. Whatever work that we do, we do not have any right of the fruit that we acquire out of it. Then if it is so, then what is the third one? Karmani eva adhikaraha. Karmani means you have right to functions, right to work, but you have no right on the fruits thereof. Then how to work? Ma karma phala hetur bhu. Don't work for the sake of the results. Many times we do that. If we think that way, then how can we work in an office? If you don't expect your remuneration, then how can you work? Don't worry about it. It will come. But all the time, if you are calculating how much I'll get, what I'll do, and what utility that has, then it is a problem. But you work, rather if you work diligently and with attention, then not only you will get your reward, your remuneration, but also you will get reward. So this is not to entrap oneself in one's own work. That is why Bhagavan said, if it is so difficult that I should work, I should not expect anything, no results, and I should not work for remuneration or anything, even name and fame, then why should I work if it is so difficult? No. Bhagavan said, Ma karma phala hetur bhu, mate sangastu akarmani. You should not be attached with non-functioning. Generally what happens, we are attached with, we don't do something. Then what happens? All the time it pinches. Oh, I had to do this, but I could not do. Or I had no chance to do. That pinches all the more. That means you are attached with non-functioning. So this is not good. That is why Bhagavan said, you are to work, you are to fight. Mam anusmara yuddhacha. You are to fight, not only like callously, rather with full attention, rapt attention. But remember me at the same time. So this is the way. Yajñarthat karmano nyatra lokayam karma bandhana. Why we should work like that? Because whatever work that is other than yajna will bind you. Mind it. You'll get your remuneration, but you'll bind with that fruit of action. So Holy Mother, how Holy Mother acted? Holy Mother used to go for a bath in the Ganga. She would carry 1 or 2 fruits along with her. And after the bath, she would give that fruit to a beggar or a Brahmin, whatever was available that time. And mother would say quietly, very silently, Baba, ei falti tomai dilam. I am giving this fruit to you. And the fruit of giving fruit is also belongs to you. See, the Gita is translated. Ei falti tomai dilam. I am giving this fruit to you. And the giving of this fruit has got some fruit. good karma, that also belongs to you. Not that I am giving, that also belongs to you. It doesn't come to me. This is the attitude that we are to follow. We are to act. Yes, we are to act in the world. Even we are to fight. But without any raga dvesh. Raga dvesha vijuktestu vishyan indriyascharan. Sri Ramakrishna said, what he said? That a boat should be in the water. But water should not be in the boat. As simple as that. Gita translated in their own lives. If the water is in the boat, then boat will capsize. So what happens? We gather, we hoard. We don't want to leave anything, even tidbit. It's very difficult to leave anything. Not only, I'm not talking about worldly people. We also have the same attitude. We think, oh no, maybe it will be utilized later. So, raga dvesha vijuktestu vishyan indriyascharan. So, we are to walk in the forest of this world. As Ramakrishna put it, and this is full of thorns. We are to put a pair of shoes on our feet and walk past. So, what is that? I am protected by that. And Sri Ramakrishna said, what? Vivek, Vairagya, Halud, like they say, turmeric. So one should apply it on one's body and then take bath. Then crocodile will not touch. So Gita is translated in their lives, only we need to follow that. So Gita is instructive, Gita is inspiring and informative, of course. So Gita is informative, instructive, inspiring, and what will be the result thereof? So Gita is complete Shastra. That's why Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dugdha Gopalanandana Parthavatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamritam Mahat. So this is the teachings of Gita. Now what happens if we have attachment or if we have aversion? So what happens? And how it comes to us? So Bhagavan, that also in second chapter, Bhagavan said, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa. First what happens? Like we go for window shopping and we see something beautiful. Then we go here and then and come back. Oh, it's very beautiful. And then 2-3 times we see that. And then we try to find out what is the utility of it. And then we discover, oh, I need it. And I need it very badly. Then we buy it. And then we hoard it, we keep it. So, dhyayato vishyan pumsa. Say like, this is one example. Like I want to have a big house or something else, lots of things you know better. And then we think over and over again. Dhyayato vishyan pumsa sangaste supaj. Now comes attachment and aversion, both. It's not two different things. Kamayesha, krodhayesha, rajaguna samadbhava. So one thing expresses in different ways. So dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangasteshu pajati. Then comes attachment. Sangasteshu pajati. Sangat sanjayate kama. Then comes desire. I need it. I need it very urgently, very badly. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangasteshu pajati. Sangat sanjayate kama. Kamad krodho vijati. As soon as some obstruction comes or I cannot get it, then I am angry because of that. And sangat sanjayate kama, kamad krodho vijayate, krodhat bhavati sammoha. Then we are confused. What is right, what is wrong? So then comes the next stage, sangat sanjayate kama, kamad krodho vijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhrama. We forget our memory, what we really are, that we are indestructible, our supreme reality. What Bhagavan said, that Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantapo, na shoshayati marutah. Acchedvayam, aklidvayam, ashoshya evacha. Nitya, sarvagata, sthanu, achala. It is eternal. Sarvagata, all pervading. What we really are is all pervading. It is eternal. Nitya, sarvagata, sthanu. It is achala, and it is immovable. Achaloyam sanata. So all this, that is our real nature, and we forget this because of attachment. We are so much attached with the things of the world that we cannot remember our real self. So sangat sanjayate kamaha, kamad krodho vijayate, krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhrama, smriti bhramshad buddhinasha, buddhinashat pranashyati. So this is the whole scenario. So to avoid this, what we have to do? Bhagavan said, whatever is done for the sake of me, yajñarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. So whatever is for whatever work that you do for me, accept that. Like yajñam is whatever you offer to God, that will save you. So Bhagavan said that also. Yat karoshi, whatever you do, yadashnashi, whatever you eat, yajjuhoshi, whatever you offer or sacrifice, yajjuhoshi, dadasiyat, whatever you donate, tat kurushva, madarpana, but offer to me. So whenever we eat, we have to think that I'm offering the food to God. When I'm giving to someone, then we have to think that I am giving to God, because it does not belong to me. Tera tujhko arpan kya lage mera. So it is His that when we offer flowers or fruits, it was not produced by me or anyone. It was produced by God. Then what we offer? We offer only our love. So this way we can offer whatever we have to God. So this, then whatever work we do, that will become a worship. So this way, now the dispute comes, some says, when you are working, you are in ignorance. Because when you have sense of duality, then only you can work. I am looking at you. You are separate than me. So I am speaking. But if you see you are nitya, you are eternal, sarvagata, all pervading, and whatever other signs and symptoms that we have read in Bhagavad Gita, how can you work? Work is not possible. Work is possible only in ignorance. So it's a great debate. Say, karma and jnana samuchaya, how it can both be done. So Bhagavan, so I am not going in details. So what is the point? Point is, Bhagavan ultimately said in 18th chapter that yajna dan tapah karma natyajyam karyam evatat. Yajna, offering, dana, donation, or giving anything, tapaha, tapasya, all these karma are to be done, not to be abandoned. Because yajna dana tapah karma pavanani manishinam. Because it purifies even the exalted one who are greatly advanced. So if it is purifying for those, what about us? We should not abandon. Rather, we have to work for Ramukaj. Madartham api karmani kurvan siddhim avapsasi. When you work for me, this in 12th chapter. So when you work for me, then only you will attain me. There Bhagavan gave various options. If you can do this, it is good. If you cannot do, okay, do this. If you cannot do that, do this. At least work for my sake. So whatever we do, we are to perform our actions, remembering God, offering to God, because everything that we see, it is God alone. Why? Neha nanasti kinchana. Here there are not many. You may look separate, but if you ask any scientist, they will say there is no separation. The whole world, the whole universe is nothing else but unbroken ocean of energy. Scientists will say that way. But a spiritual scientist will say not only physical energy, but rather it is spiritual reality. Only one thing is there. One thing is manifesting in so many forms. As we dream, in dream we see so many forms and names, etc. But actually it is produced and projected by the person. So it is not separate. Therefore, when there is no separation, why should I hate someone? Why should I be infatuated with someone? So, raga dvesh vijiktestu vishayan indriyascharan indriyasya vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upujayate. So everything is, like this is a short talk and there is no time for elaboration. So please keep this in mind. Of course, I have no doubt about it. Only thing that we need to translate in our lives. Now I'll read a little of some signs and symptoms of those who are dear to God. Because we all want to be dear to God. So Bhagavan says, Advishta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha. Advishta means who does not hate anyone. Sarvabhutanam. Even apparently it may be poisonous, but we don't hate. This is very important. Sarvabhutana. Maitraha karuna evacha. Nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukha kshami. Santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma dridha nishchaya. Yatatma, why it is very important? Because Bhagavan said in the early chapter, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Those who have faith, one-pointed faith, Shraddha, it cannot be translated in English. You know better. Because Shraddha has got so many ideas together. It is reverence, it is respect, it is... So Swami Vivekananda translated it as one-pointed devotion. So Shraddha, with Shraddha, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Those who have Shraddha, they attain knowledge. Tatpara. And those who are for this, say, I have Shraddha, but I don't do anything, then I will not attain anything. So tatpara. Shraddhavan labhati jnanam, tatpara sangyatindriya. And who has controlled his dissipation of energies. What happens if you want to put a, say, dam, and if it is, the water is leaking from every side, then it cannot be, it would be washed away. So, not only one should have Shraddha, but one should be attentive and also acting on it. Tatpara. And Sangyatindriya, meaning all the senses which are dissipating all our energy and seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, and smelling. So those dissipation of energies are to be stopped. Shraddhavan labhati jnanam tatparaha sangyatindriya. Jnanam labdhva param shantim achirena adhigacchati. So Bhagavan said all this in various chapters, and we find this. So we should not hate, or we should not be infatuated with anyone, but one should have maitri, like friendship, karuna. So like four situations are there, and 4 remedies that we find in Yoga Sutra. What are those? Maitri, Karuna, Mudito, Upeksha, Nam, Sukha, Dukkha, Punya, Punya Bhavanatha, Chitta Prasadam. So, if you see someone is doing good karma, then one should feel that he is my friend. A friendship with that person. And if someone is doing something wrong, so have compassion for him. Not to despise, but have that compassionate heart. And Sri Ramakrishna taught us that this compassion should not be, and I am on higher pedestal and I have compassion. Not like that. Rather, you have that fellow feeling, oh, he is a weak person, he does not know. So this way one should think about it. Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, and someone is doing well, not to feel jealous about it. Rather, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, have gladness. That's very good. He's doing well in his life. It's good for him, good for society. So one should feel that way. And sometimes, things happen in society which is very difficult to control. Say some person is beating another one. If you are a policeman, yes, you go and protect. But if you are not policeman, if you get entangled there, then you will be caught up. Therefore, it is better to avoid that. So, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, Sukha, Dukkha. Upeksha is also important. So, this way one can protect oneself. So, Nirmama, Nirankara, Samadukha, Sukha, Kshami. Nirmama. Nirmama is not like hard, but Mamatva Varjita. It's not stone. We should not convert ourselves into stones. We should feel. But even something is being harmed on the person, that also one should think that it is not me. It is God who is teaching me in this way. And nirahankar, whatever we do, that I have done it. You see how beautiful I have done. So what happens? Then we are bound with it. Nirahankara, sama dukkha sukha kshami, and he is forbearing and forgiving. And his attitude is equanimous in the situation, with whatever is favorable or not favorable. So anyway, these are the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, and it's a mine of that knowledge. But this is what I feel, this is the theme of it, not to get entangled in this. Why? If we are entangled, then we forget our real self. Therefore, we should meditate. Kaschid dhira pratyagatmanam ikshat abritya chakshu amritatvam icchan. So, like those rare people, we are to shut our senses and try to discover what is my real nature, what is our real nature. And Guru has taught you how to discover it, how to find it. On that path, we are to progress. And it is not one-day job that you must know that. Rather, we are to repeat this over and over and over again. And in course of time, we all will attain it. That is for sure. So with this, we'll say our Shanti mantra, and then we pray to the divine so that we attain this state in this very life. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Thank you.
All of you can offer your pranams there. Swamiji will be sitting in front of the temple. You can offer your...
No.